welcome to Grey Dog FM. This is a new series where we're going to be following our fortunes of Shrewsbury Town. The reason I'm doing this series is, as we all know, Shrewsbury had heartbreak last season, failing in the playoffs in extra time after leading the way for most of the season in League One and looking like, after a long time, go back into the second tier of the Football League, into the Championship. This is my attempt at getting Shrewsbury back into the Championship. I'm going to start off first of all with introducing you to the squad. 30 players in all, a few too many, but as we see with the transfers, we'll see that I've added a few. The game starts with the current squad at the end of the 17-18 season, so transfers coming in from January are part of the squad. So we have three goalkeepers. We've got Dean Henderson, lone keeper from Manchester United, Sean Rowley and Craig McGillivray. We've got three right-sided defenders, Joe Riley, James Bolton, and who is the other one? Luke Hendry. Yep, Luke Hendry. We've got six centre-backs, being Matt Sadler, Kelvin Wilson, Curtis Good, Aristotle Tote Nsiala. Forgive me if I'm getting some of these pronunciations wrong. It is a new team to me, and if anybody can help me, please put some comments down below. Dominic Smith, Omar Beckles, is that the six? Matt Sadler, Kelvin Wilson, Curtis Good, that's three. Nsiala 4, Dominic Smith 5th, Omar Beckles 6. That's the 6 centre-backs we have on our squad. 3 left-sided defenders, Max Lowe on loan, Junior Brown, who was out injured, Jake Kenyon, another lone player. As I say, we'll introduce you to these names you may not be familiar with if you are a Town fan. Some of them have come in on loan. So we've got 6 central midfielders, and we've got Abu Agogo, the skipper, Ben Godfrey, John Nolan, Bryn Morris, George Byers, and Sean Wally are our 6 central midfielders. And 4 players that are really not fitting into the system, a bit more on that later, are the wingers. On the right we've got Alex Rodman and Nathan Thomas, and on the left we've got Aisa, however you say that, and Ganawa on the left. Ganawa and Asa left, Thompson and Rodman on the right. So the 4 wingers, as I see them, are not really in the picture, but we'll come to that in a little bit when we discuss formations. And then we've got 5 strikers. We've got Corey Andrews, Sam Jones, Carlton Morris, Lennell John Lewis and Stephen Payne. So that is the squad of 30 players at the moment. And let's have a look at the transfers then that we've brought in. So if you look at the transfer history, we've got Corey Andrews, a free transfer. And if we look at him, free transfer, he's a 20-year-old striker or can play right or left side. And he was free. Where did he come from? Let's have a look. Came from Crystal Palace in the Premier League. He'd played 4 games on loan for Margate in Vanarama South. So as you can see there, he's played 4 games for us so far out of the 9. And let's have a look at his coach rating. He's 2-star current ability and 4-star potential, so there's a lot of potential there, and he's 4th in line at the moment. So really a signing for potential is Corey Andrews. Curtis Good, we've got on loan from Newcastle, is a centre back. If we can get onto him. Yep, central defender. And he's 2.5-star current ability, 3.5-star potential ability, and he's rated as our 2nd best centre back behind Nsiala. And Kelvin Wilson, another centre back. There's an area of the team where I thought we were lacking a little bit, and we signed him, and let's just have a look. He was on a free transfer. We signed him from Rotherham, where he was a free transfer from Nottingham Forest the previous season, and he is 32 years old. So for the experience, he is 3-star currently, 3-star potential, and showing as our second best central defender. So, as I say, a lot of players have come in central defence, well, especially those two. Curtis Good on loan, Kelvin Wilson on a free. He was injured in pre-season, so he's only just come into the team. George Byers is on loan from Swansea. He's a central midfielder. We were looking for some creativity and attacking central midfielder. And if we look at that, he hasn't actually played. He's played one game for Watford in the Championship and went on a free to Swansea, and they've loaned him out to us. And he's made 2 appearances, 1 goal so far, so he's not doing too bad. Again, he's fitting him into the system has been a problem. And the other one is a lone player, Jake Kenyon, young player from Manchester United. He's a left-sided, can play anywhere down the left side, but predominantly a left wing back. And let's have a look. His current ability 2-star, potential ability 4.5-star. So for defender left, we've got Max Lowe, Junior Brown, who's out for the season, injured, Matt Sadler and Jake Kenyon. I see Matt Sadler as more as a left-sided centre-back. So behind Lowe, with Brown being out, we've got Kenyon as a backup, although Manchester United do want us to play him all the time. But nice position to be in. And those are the 5 signings we made pre-season. Not a lot of money around, as you fans will know. Let's just have a look at the finances. We've got an overall balance of 1.869 million, and transfer budget is £143,000. The original budget was 60,000, so we've got a little bit more. Wage budget 53,000 a week, and we've already spent 48.5, so we've got about 4,500 per week wage budget. So not a lot to play with, hence the loans and free transfers. So let's look how we've gone on so far then, and let's have a look at where are we, the schedule. So pre-season went very well. We started off with a game against the under-18s, narrow 2-1 win, and then we had a Scottish tour lined up. We beat Edinburgh University 4-0, Cowden Beath 1-0, Stirling 2-1, St Mirren 4-0, and Arbroath 3-0. So a very good pre-season. As I say, getting the players used to playing this new system. And then we went into the first game of the season, home game against Northampton, and we drew 1-1. Then we followed that up with the Carabao Cup first round, where we went out 1-0 to Rotherham, believe it or not. Rotherham beating us again. It was at Rotherham. Narrow 1-0 win, tight game. Away again in the league, we drew again 1-1. Then we went to Rochdale, who were near the top. Second home game, league game, and we lost 3-1. This is where we're starting to get worried with things. And Oxford away, we lost 2-1. We then played a Checkatrade Trophy game against West Brom under 23s, and we got a win on penalties. So that was the first sort of win of the season, although it's 2-2 after normal time. We went away to Gillingham then and drew 1-1, and then we went on a run of 3 wins. 1-0 at home to Wigan, 3-0 at home to Southend, and 2-1 away to Oldham. And the last game, Blackburn are a strong team in the division. They beat us 2-1. So I'm going to show you today's game then. It's away to Doncaster and a midweek game. So let me go to the tactics then. I'm not sure how Shrewsbury actually play. I'm not sure whether they play a 4-4-2 or is it a 4-2-3-1 formation. But this is a formation that we are playing. We're playing 3 centre-backs, 2 wing-backs. The FM18 calls it a 5 at the back. although I'd prefer it as a 3. So we're playing a 3-4-1-2, which can be a 3-4-3. So we've got 2 wing backs, and this is how the team's lining up at the moment. We've got new signings Good and Wilson in, and Enciala in the centre of those. As I say, Wilson's just come into the team after being out injured at the beginning of the season. We've got Hendry as a right wing back and Lowe as a left wing back. In the centre, we've had Agogo and Godfrey for most of the games. Byers has come in, and those two, Godfrey the more defensive of the two, and Byers the creative. So up front we've got Payne and John Lewis, and Wally in behind them as a Ganche. So John Lewis has not played many times, I believe, for Shrewsbury last season. I came in the January transfer window, if my research is good, and he's actually the top scorer. So if we go back to the squad and we look at goals, he's played 10 and 1 sub, and he's got 4 goals, 2 assists. John Lewis, that's the problem we've been having. We've been creating lots of chances, but that's possibly something we need to look at, a striker. Although, as I say, we've only got 143,000 available, and we've already got 7 loan players, and only 5 are allowed in the squad on a match day. So we've got quite a lot of juggling to do on that score. Carlton Morris on loan, he's also injured at the moment, between 9 days and 3 weeks. He's got a twisted ankle. He's got 3 goals in 7 and 1 sub. Curtis Good, the defender, really good signing. We've made on loan from Newcastle. He's made 10 appearances, 2 goals and 1 assist, 7.13 in average. Jones has been coming on as sub, he's got 1 goal. Stephen Payne, he's found he's a bit of a moaner, that if everything's not quite right, he's moaning about something. But he's got 1 goal and 3 assists in 8 appearances. Max Lowe, 1 goal. George Byers has got a goal from his 1 appearance and 2 subs. That's the guy who's on loan from Swansea. And Wally has 1 goal from 5 and 3. So still a little bit of getting used to the system, but I believe it's going to work really well. As I said, Agogo is suspended actually. I think he's had 5 cautions, or he may have got sent off. I just can't remember. It's a while since I played these 9 games. So as I said, if you've got any comments, you Shrewsbury fans, I'd be very grateful to get any help regarding the background of the team and how the players are. I am just really going on their stats and attributes as to who is playing in the team. Tell me if I'm missing something totally, that someone is a lot better. That doesn't mean to say he's going to be better in this game though. Before we go into this game, let's just have a look at the league table. So as I say, we started off drawing a few games. We're actually in 11th position at the moment, 12 points from 9 games, won 3, drawn 3, lost 3, and that is 9 points behind Charlton, who are second. As I say, Blackburn have not lost yet. They've won 8, drawn 1, and they're 4 points clear at the top already. So playoff positions, Oxford, Wigan, Rochdale and Bradford City at the moment. So we're 4 points outside a playoff position. But with the team starting to gel, hopefully we can push up there. And if we don't get automatic, we can get in the playoffs and go one better than Paul Hurst's men and get into the championship. So let's have a look at the team again then. So this is the team we've picked for today. As I've been through it, we're playing this 3-4-1-2 or 3-4-3. Wilson, Enciala, Good, Lowe, Hendry the wing backs, Godfrey Byers in the centre, Wally in behind Payne and John Lewis. On the subs bench we've got McGillivray, Riley, Sadler, Nolan, Morris, Jones and Rodman. Rodman is wanting to leave if he doesn't get any games. As I see him mainly as a winger, I did try him in the striking positions in in the pre-season. He didn't seem to like that. Let me know. Is he a winger, just a winger, or is he somebody that we should let go? So let's go into the game then and see how we can do against Doncaster. So John Lewis gets us underway here at Doncaster for this match to keep our grip on the promotion playoff places. Here's John Lewis. Hendry up there as our right wing back. He takes him on and blocked for a throw in. And Curtis Good is the new skipper today with a go-go missing through suspension. And there's the first goal. We're 1-up in 2 minutes, and it's Wilson scoring from that free kick, and terrific start, as it says at the bottom of the screen, a fantastic start. Let's just see this again. Wally with a free kick. Wilson unmarked, just glances it into the far corner. 1-0 up, it's a good start. Marquis, the man we should be watching out for on Doncaster side. Prolific marksman in real life. Let's hope he doesn't get in his stride today. Doncaster have gone 5 games without a win, and they've not had a home win at all, so stats are on our side. We just need to put that into practice now. As Payne plays it inside to John Lewis, holds the ball up, and he's playing Hendry in down the right hand side. And this game's going slightly different to ones that we played before. It's usually the other side that has most of the possession, as on the tactic we're playing on the counter-attack, we usually soak up pressure and then hit the teams on the break. Here's John Lewis again, puts the ball into the box, but that's straight to the keeper, no problem there. We usually go on the counter-attack and hit teams with a bit of pace up front. And let's see how we go. There's Payne. He's put John Lewis in. Is he going to add to his tally there? No, save straight at the keeper. He made the keeper work. Riley, who's on the bench today, he's been out injured for quite a while. He's just passed the fitness test. He can play 45 minutes if necessary. So I think it's the first time he's been on the bench. So I believe he is the first choice right back for Shrewsbury, although again it's very brief knowledge I've got of the real team. Here's John Lewis, he's playing the ball in, but can't find his strike partner on that occasion. It's cleared away by Doncaster. Here's Hendry. He seems to be a really decent player. I'm not sure that he's normally a wing back. It says full back in his position on the game. But he's been doing all right for us. I've tried 1 or 2 different players on the right-sided wing-back position. I'm sure punched out there by Henderson, and Doncaster have dangerous possession, but blocked there by Wally. And the team really works hard together, and that looked offside there by Payne. But is it? Yes, it is. It looks offside. But I'm sure Riley will come into the team and play right back eventually. But as I say, just coming back from injury at the moment. Hendry, back pass. Henderson can't stop that one. He's give away a corner there. A needless corner to give away. And there seems to be a fair bit of depth in the squad. Just before this game, we just got the notification that the under-18s had actually won 8-3 against Walsall. And a couple of the forwards have both got hat-tricks. So we've got 1 or 2 young players knocking on the door, and it looks good for the future. I don't know how the youngster situation is with Shrewsbury in real life, and I say I'd like to hear from anybody that can tell me a bit more about the team, getting a bit of dialogue, so without having to research too much. I'd like some real fans' view of the players. All I can go on is how they play on here, which isn't always the same. Here's Hendry, and John Lewis is making his way into the box, and that's a corner, blocked ball in there. We're still only 11 minutes on the clock, onto the 11th minute, and we've seen a lot of highlights in this game. There's Wally with the corner, but doesn't beat the first man. And here's Byers, taking his time. Is he going to play it back to the keeper again? No. Hendry. No, he's blocked. And we're just not finding our passes. Here's Lowe and Hendry, the two wing backs. Where are the centre backs? Gone walkabouts. There's Wilson. I think we're playing for time here. We keep passing it around at the back. It's all going to end in tears, I think. Here's Hendry again. He's seen a lot of the ball, this Hendry. And here's Byers. Here's our creator-in-chief. It took him a while to get into the team and find him a position there. So with a go getting suspended, I believe he got sent off in the last game for 2 yellow cards. That's a problem I've had with those two, Godfrey and a go. They like a tackle, and he picking up quite a few yellow cards. Here's Wally with a corner. Can he put a decent delivery in like he did for that free kick? Godfrey to Byers. Godfrey again. Byers. It's all central. And Byers with a long shot, but it's well over the bar. Not troubling the keeper at all there. And quite a lot of highlights we're getting. Hendry to Wally to John Lewis. John Lewis, that famous superstar. Low, can he get a cross in here? Yes, he does. Punched out by the keeper, and it's come out to the edge of the box. Byers, Hendry, and blocked there, but he gets a cross in again, and there's Payne, and that's just wide. So we've had 5 shots, 2 on target, 1 shot, nothing on target. Doncaster not really in the game, and that's how we want it to stay. With the position that they're in, this should be an easy win, but you never know. And they're making a little bit of an attack here, and there's a shot, well wide though, well wide, not troubling Henderson in goal. So just a goal then from Wilson so far from the set piece, and lots and lots of highlights coming up here. And that's the corner to Doncaster. So we're not seeing the corner, and here we are. John Lewis is going to hit this first time. No, he's pulled it back. Oh, I thought that was going to be an own goal there. Played it into the centre there, nobody there. There's John Lewis, he's hit the post. Keeper beaten. 6 shots, but only 2 on target. So, although we're leading the game, we're not really comfortable. And there's Lowe, John Lewis. And he's played Wally through there. And that's the second one. Wally made the first and scores the second. And that's more comfortable now. 2-0 up, 24 minutes into the game. So we shouldn't really lose from this position. But worse things have happened. So there's Lowe. Plays it through. John Lewis, great through ball and great run by Wally. Rounds the keeper and into the empty net. 2-0. Oh, let's just try a shout and ask them to concentrate so we don't give anything away. See if we can get to half time with this 2 goal, not let them get back in the game. Look at that, 2 passes there, nobody getting near them. Oh, but Hendry cuts that one out. And Wally knocks it on, but nobody in front of him. Where was John Lewis? He must have been back for the was it a corner or a free kick? We're not really pushing men up here on these defenders. That's part of the tactic, is to stop them playing out from the back, but doesn't seem to be working. And as I say, we don't want them. There's Wilson heading out. Godfrey gets possession, and that's a long ball, and picked up by Payne in the centre to John Lewis. A back heel that Byers runs past, but then gets it. Hendry, John Lewis. We seem to be playing the ball into space rather than to feet. Here's Hendry, ball into the box, headed out, but picked up on the edge of the box by Godfrey, and that's a shot. Oh, and it came off the bar and onto the back of the keeper. And you see that quite often in games, and that was a bit of luck there, but decent shot. Let's just see this replay again. Hendry's getting really involved in the game. Crosses in, defender heads out. Godfrey, shot, cracks off the bar, but off the back of the keeper. And is that classed as an own goal? I think it possibly is. And no, it's given the goal. They've given the goal to Godfrey. So showing Payne with an injury. What's wrong with him now? As I say, he's a bit of a moaner, is Payne. And we're walloping them 4-0. And that's Hendry. He's having a fantastic game, is Hendry. And look at that celebration. What's that? A boxing? Stephen Payne has taken a knock. Let's see what's wrong with him. Let's just see this replay first. Godfrey back straight in, and Hendry smashes it in after Byers knocked it down. 4-0. It's a rout, and we're certainly getting the system going now. Let's just have a look at Payne. What's wrong with him? Potential thigh injury. 65. We'll see. Wait till half time. We'll wait till half time and see if we can manage it. He's not too bad. 64%. And it's going better than expected, is this, even though Doncaster are down at the bottom. And Good misses a target there. 4-0 up, away from home. And where are we in the league? Has that moved it? Not into the top 7 as yet. We're up to 9th at the moment. Up to 9th, a bit to catch up on those. And John Lewis has picked up a knock, and it looks like a twisted knee. So let's have a look at him. 60 potential knee injury. Getting both strikers injured. Let's see if we can get to half time and have a look at that then. There's no real risk against anybody. And Wally playing good, so is Hendry. We had 10 shots, 5 on target, and 4 different scorers for 4-0. And we've had 45% of the possession. Ben Godfrey, star man at the moment, 8.2. So let's see how we can come out in the second half. Right, we're not going to risk the injured players. We brought off John Lewis and Payne, both carrying injuries. Don't want to make them any worse. We brought on Rodman, and we're going to play with 2 wider players behind Jones. So Rodman's come on for Payne, and Jones for John Lewis. He's playing as a target man. There's nothing to lose really going forward, and hopefully we might be able to add to that tally. And I'm sure Doncaster will come at us. They'll have been given the hairdryer treatment by young Ferguson, who's their manager. And let's hope we don't have to defend too much. 4-0 should be a comfortable scoreline. And it's free kick to Doncaster. Coppinger played to somebody who's coming out of the box. Strange free kick, that one. And let's keep them behind us. Oh, lovely. Throw your hat on that, Henderson. Nothing. If we can keep them to shots like that, there'll be no problem at all. And I see Blackburn drawing 0-0 with Rotherham in their game, so chance of catching up to the top of the table. And we need to get a winning run going. And Shrewsbury move up to 8th position. So it's all looking good at the moment, but we are playing Doncaster, who are in the bottom section of relegation. Bottom 4, I believe it is, that go down from League 1. Doncaster brought a sub on. Godfrey's just got a yellow card, so we need to stop him going in hard, as I can't afford. We've only got 1 sub left. So if we can keep them out, I'll settle for 4-0. We need a clean sheet. Oh, good tackle, Hendry. He's playing fantastic, is Hendry. And in the centre of the pitch there, here's Jones, substitute, striding out. And can he get the ball in? Can he cross it? Yes, he can. There's Wally, knocks it back to Low and shoots. So decent effort by Low, but still 4-0. And we certainly would have settled that before the game. And things are going well. So Rodman, a chance for him to shine now. He's been wanting a chance, but I played him out on the wing, his favoured position, and there's a shot on target, but held on by the keeper. And what are the stats? Let's just have a look. Two clear-cut chances for us, one half chance, and we scored 4 goals. That's not bad, is that? We've found 3 chances and we've scored 4 goals. How's that work out? Doncaster getting more possession in this half, but nothing really to trouble us so far. The famous last words. Defensive lineups looking good, and Henderson puts that one aside. Shot on target. I have a feeling Doncaster are going to get one, as long as they only get one. And that's cleared away. Again, 64 minutes gone. Here's Jones. Jones is through. Hit straight at the keeper. We're in all the shots at the keeper now. They're going in the first half. So how are we doing then for fitness condition? Not bad. 67% Godfrey, 69 Hendry. We do play on counter and conserve energy, so it's not usually a problem. Here's Rodman. He's getting away. Looks a bit laboured in his running, whether it's just the game on here or whether that's his normal gait for running. Byers, Hendry shoots. Oh, that keeper just puts his hand down. Some strange saving going on by the keepers. They just put the hand down and stop it. Oh, his own player got him way then. This is a strange game, is this? He has a shot and his own player stopped it. But can Henderson keep a clean sheet here? When I watched the playoff game at the end of the season, he looked a fine keeper, and I believe that Shrewsbury have lost him in real life. He's gone out on loan to a championship club this year. Maybe if they had have won that playoff, then they would have kept hold of him. But I don't know. Let me know, Shrewsbury fans, who's going to be in goal this season. Looking for a replacement. I believe Rowley, is it, the second choice keeper, has left. So is it McGillivray? Is he going to be the keeper this season, or are they looking to get somebody in on loan? And as I say, we're playing last season as such in this, and seeing if we can get promotion. Rodman crosses in, nobody there, it's gone a bit too far. Wally chases after it and knocks it back to Lowe. Low ball into the box, and it's on target. Good save by the keeper. And we just can't seem to find a way through this half. This is usually what happens in games when you get a decent first half lead. There's not many goals in the second half, and I wouldn't be surprised if it finishes up 4-0. Here's Jones, target man. What's he doing right back there? Oh, he's keeping possession now. That's the way, guys. Rodman. I thought you liked playing on the wing, Rodman. You're in the centre. And then passing it to Wilson when he's not looking. This is weird, is this? I've not seen football like this for a while. It's a comedy of errors. Blackburn beating Rotherham 2-0 now. So we're not getting any ground on the top of the table, but it's playoffs we need to get into first of all. It's one step at a time. After a fairly slow start when we didn't win for the first 4 games, I think it was. And that's wide. Oh, Wilson blocked it. I thought, missing from there. And we're into the last 12 minutes plus added time of the game. And that's another one that's off target. Not being very dangerous at all. And 15 shots, 9 on target for us. Just 2 on target for them. So, although they've had more possession, which in most games we don't have the possession, we give up the possession and say hit them on the break. 63% Byers, 63% Godfrey, 64 Hendry. Nobody getting really seriously out of condition. Sean Wally has got a yellow card, and it's his 3rd of the season. He should be able to see the game out without. Let's make a sub then for the last 5 minutes. Let's get Nolan on. He's been running a little bit. He's not been playing, so we're put Nolan in for Godfrey for the last few minutes. As I say, he's on a yellow card. Don't want him getting sent off. So that's our final substitution. And Rochdale are losing to Blackpool. So they're up in the playoffs. So we are gaining a bit of ground. There's Nolan, first shot, first touch, just wide. He's trying to prove a point to me that he should be in the team. As I say, Godfrey and Agogo before this game were playing well in those central positions. And that's it. Did we not have any injury time there? So 4-0, same score as at half time, and a very good performance. Kelvin Wilson gets the man of the match with 8.9. And let's have a look, see where we are in the table. So we've moved up to 8th then. We're 15 points from 10 games, just 2 points away from the playoff after 10 games. Very good. Things are looking good. We need to push on now and move up. If you've enjoyed this episode of Salop to the Top, please leave a thumbs up. As I've said before, please leave any comments you can. If you want to help me out with regarding Shrewsbury, or you've got any comments about anything that I've said about your players, please do so. And if you want to not miss any of these episodes of Salop to the Top, please subscribe. Thank you very much for watching.